Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we're doing something really fascinating. We're looking at the exact AI prompt engineered to take what is typically a dry, agonizing, spreadsheet-heavy nightmare, a SOC 2 compliance audit, and turn it into a cinematic, trust-building marketing asset. If you've ever wondered how modern enterprise brands are using AI to make compliance actually look cutting edge, well, you are in the exact right place. So how exactly do you make compliance look cinematic? It's a massive challenge, right? I mean, audits are mostly paperwork, policy reviews, and just endless digital checklists. But today, we're unpacking exactly how this specific AI prompt, designed for the tech brand Lumiverse, translates all the complex mechanics of a security audit into a premium, engaging 30-second visual experience that just immediately commands attention. Section 1. Setting the visual vibe, premium SaaS and cybersecurity. To start building corporate trust, the prompt doesn't just, jump right into the action. It establishes a highly calculated atmospheric tone before any real movement even begins. These foundational style keywords are fed directly into the AI: cinematic, corporate, futuristic, cybersecurity, dark blue theme, and premium SaaS. These instructions deliberately command the AI to bathe the entire sequence in a futuristic dark blue theme. And why dark blue? Well, in the psychology of corporate branding, it immediately screams enterprise readiness, security, and absolute stability. Building on those key words, the prompt demands incredibly specific visual style guidelines. We aren't just looking for a standard, boring corporate pan here. The prompt explicitly calls for ultra-realistic cinematic lighting, a distinct blue cyber glow, floating holograms, and animated encrypted data. It even specifies the camera work: smooth camera movements and a shallow depth of field, all rendered in high-detail 4K resolution. This heavy reliance on premium sensory details literally elevates a standard office interior into a cutting-edge technological environment. Section 2. The video narrative arc, from holograms to certification. Now, this AI prompt isn't just a static mood board or a random collection of cool images. It's a meticulously paced microstory. It's sequenced perfectly to walk the viewer on a journey. The smooth camera movements we just talked about are designed to transition us logically through 4 distinct phases. We start right in the trenches in step 1, right? A modern enterprise office where cybersecurity professionals are monitoring multiple AI-powered holographic dashboards and encrypted data streams. Then, step 2 transitions us out to a macro view, a global SaaS platform exchanging protected customer data with 0 security breaches. In step 3, we zoom back in to show confident executives reviewing compliance reports. And finally, step 4 climaxes the narrative in a premium corporate scene where the company earns a glowing SOC 2 compliance certification badge. It's a complete start-to-finish journey from monitoring to execution to ultimate validation. Section 3. The 5 trust criteria, visualizing the intangible. At the heart of any data security explainer is a really unique challenge. How do you actually visualize a policy? As marketers, we've all kind of struggled with making data privacy look cool, right? Well, the prompt solves this brilliantly. It takes the 5 foundational pillars of SOC 2: security, availability, processing integrity, confidentiality, and privacy, and instructs the AI to represent them as glowing icons surrounding a secure digital shield. In a split second, without the viewer needing to read some dense 100-page manual, this visual instantly communicates that all aspects of their customer data are fully protected. But the prompt is smart enough not to rely solely on high-tech holograms. While those glowing icons shine in the foreground, it makes sure we see the human element doing the heavy lifting in the background. It specifically calls for visuals of security experts actively conducting risk assessments, policy reviews, and control validations. This really grounds the futuristic cyber elements in real-world professional expertise, proving that there are, actual humans behind those digital shields. Section 4. Pacing with on-screen text, driving the 30-second message. Because the AI output is built for fast-paced social media feeds where attention is, let's face it, incredibly scarce, visuals alone just aren't enough. The on-screen text needs to be incredibly punchy, pacing the narrative perfectly alongside the animated digital locks and encrypted files. It hooks the viewer immediately with a direct question: is your business enterprise ready? By opening this way, it challenges the viewer's own status and forces them to stop scrolling and engage with the premise. As the narrative progresses, the text quickly transitions to the core value propositions of Lumiverse's messaging. It hits the audience with protect customer data and then build trust with SOC 2 compliance, alongside a rapid flash of those key criteria like security and confidentiality we talked about earlier. It is actively linking the complex technical audit happening on screen to the core emotional concept of trust. And here is the absolute payoff. The text culminates with strengthen security, win enterprise clients. This connects the idea of compliance directly to revenue. It brilliantly shifts the mindset from SOC 2 being this burdensome regulatory checklist to SOC 2 being, actually scratch that, it frames it as the master key that unlocks massive enterprise deals. If you're building a B2B marketing strategy, this is exactly why this matters. Framing compliance as a growth engine is a total game changer. Finally, as the glowing certification badge appears, the text lands on a clear, actionable command, SOC 2 Compliance Audit, followed by Book Your Assessment Today. After taking the viewer on a premium, high-tech journey that proves enterprise readiness, it tells them exactly what definitive action to take next. Section 5. Technical Specs and Format. Engineered for social feeds. A beautiful story is wonderful, for sure, but all these cinematic elements and punchy copy lines are strictly constrained by modern platform requirements. This entire AI prompt is packaged specifically for a vertical 9:16 aspect ratio, making it completely native for Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and LinkedIn mobile feeds. It's engineered to run a very tight 30 to 45 seconds to maximize viewer retention. And to tie all those ultra-realistic visuals together, it calls for an inspiring cinematic corporate soundtrack, specifically requesting futuristic electronic elements that build to a powerful finale. Basically, every technical choice supports that premium vibe. Ultimately, the whole shebang, every single technical specification, visual guideline, and text overlay in this prompt is perfectly engineered to align with one specific goal. The Lumiverse messaging requires demonstrating security, protecting customer data, validating controls, and building client trust through SOC 2 compliance. This prompt proves that you can absolutely translate highly corporate goals into a visually stunning generation. So that leaves us with a really fascinating final thought for today's explainer. If a SOC 2 compliance audit, literally one of the most traditionally dry subjects in the corporate world, can look this thrilling, premium, and futuristic in just 30 seconds using a carefully crafted AI prompt, what other supposedly boring corporate topics are just waiting for a cinematic AI makeover? It entirely changes how we should be thinking about B2B marketing and corporate communication. Thank you for diving into this with me today, and keep looking for ways to make the complex incredibly captivating.